accessbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Think better. Member FDIC.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. If you need to replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use the professionals to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best option for your home. Visit gopaschal.com and with just a few clicks, see how much you can save with the Paschal Price Check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Everybody know that. I met a guy last night.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, plenty of sunshine. A high this afternoon will be right around the mid-90s with a very slight chance of a shower or storm across the south. Tonight, mainly clear to partly cloudy, low 70s, and then a few isolated showers or storms on Saturday. A high will be into the mid-90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for fine wines, specialty beers, and liquor.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. The future of office printing is here with Xerox's Connect Key technology and cloud connectivity. Xerox offers seamless integration, top-notch security, and unmatched efficiency to help your business stay ahead. Don't miss out. Call us today at 783-6600 and ask about our special offer for a free Xerox color printer with many Xerox models. Dixie Digital Imaging, leading the way in office technology.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 15 days.
What makes Hardee's biscuits different from everyone else's?
We do our biscuits from scratch.
Bakers.
This is a scratch buttermilk biscuit. They're baked minutes before you order it. I like to do it gently. You get a nice, smooth cut. We do this so they all come out perfect. Perfect biscuits. And they makes you feel good.
First of all, I'll be seeing y'all in the morning, right, at Hardee?
1820 Phoenix Avenue.
Okay, I'll be there.
Live from the Busch Light Studios, this is The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
All right, Big C, I'll pose this to you first. Tommy just walked off as we're here at Hardee's this morning. Will we see Brian in Ozark today?
I think so. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You're going to give him the benefit of the doubt?
It's going to look bad if he doesn't show up.
Yeah, I agree. Really Football Friday brought to you by QC Kinetics. We're live here at Hardee's, 1820 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. I've already scarfed down a chicken biscuit, as has Tommy. Mayonnaise was on yours, it looked like. Is that correct?
That's the way Dwayne said to eat it. The hand-breaded chicken biscuit with mayonnaise. That's what he added to it. So it's pretty tasty. So come by and see us. Fence Man just rolled in. He's here for the Fence Man Friday picks. We'll do those in just a few minutes. Like you said, it is a football Friday. We are down to the last weekend without some regular season real football. This is the last weekend to do that. Brought to you by QC Kinetics. If that knee, hip, shoulder, or back pain is keeping you from all the things you love and all the things you enjoy, and maybe you're already worried about climbing the steps at Razorback Stadium, QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, using treatments like advanced cellular therapies and placement-rich plasma, all designed to help your body heal itself, can put you back at the 50-yard line and all the things you love. 479-999-1234 is their number, 999-1234. Give them a call, and a licensed medical provider will go over all your x-rays, your MRIs, and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments at QC Kinetics in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, you mentioned climbing those steps. That is something people got to get used to here in the next few weeks. As Arkansas will host Alabama A&M game 1. You'll have Notre Dame in the house September, is it 27th? I'm just doing that off the top of my head. Right. And then the other home games this season. There's a lot of walking. I remember last year after Arkansas beat Tennessee, everyone was excited. We all walked to Dixon, and I thought it was shorter than what it was. So it was it's a grind, and that's Fayetteville in a nutshell. I mean, you gotta walk some steps, you gotta get up and down, but cool to get back and have football season. As you said, football season again. Not even 2 weeks away. I know we're counting down the 15 days to Arkansas football, but there's some decent games next weekend.
Kansas State, Iowa State will be on from Ireland, and then you got some FCS games, and then it's full tilt boogie after that. So yeah, this is the last weekend without at least some football. But we got some appetizers next weekend.
Yep. So you mentioned, you had the headset off when we played the Open this morning. Brian was in it. Does Brian show up today?
50-50 on that.
50-50 on that? Okay.
Said he is, but we'll see if he's a man of his word.
Never know.
Or maybe he's in here scoping us out right now. Maybe we don't know it.
You think that's the case? You think
he's sizing you up? Maybe he's trying to figure out which one's Ty and which one's Tommy.
I think it's pretty easy to figure. I don't think anyone has ever.
The good-looking one's Tommy.
In a million years. I don't think anyone said that either.
Yeah.
But there are some notable games, again, next week, like you're talking about. Farmageddon, which is the battle between Iowa State and Kansas, usually in Manhattan, Iowa. But now, Manhattan or Ames is in Dublin, Ireland next week. And we were talking about that a little bit. Big C, can you get our B-bar up? But that is something I think people are really excited about. And we had talked about a year or so ago about the possibility of Arkansas. Would you go to a game overseas? I know it's annoying enough to have to figure things out with the Little Rock game in Dallas, but maybe down the road that's something that could be appealing.
We think overseas is crossing the Mississippi. We do that all the time. But I don't know if Arkansas's fan base would travel. I'm going to say we probably don't have the national fan, but I wouldn't guess Kansas State does either, or Iowa State. That seems like more of a Notre Dame or national brand type of deal for college football, but it'd be something I'd be interested in if Arkansas ever did that. They've done it in basketball for exhibition preseason games, but not really anything of substance.
Okay, well, let's get into it, Big C. It is our opening drive here this morning.
It's the dawn of a new college football season. College football runs through our soul. Ready to start this season. We knew it was going to be fun.
You can feel the energy. College football got this one right.
It's a brand new roster, a chance to make it a special season. The energy's coming back.
This is the opening drive.
All right, so you were talking about before the show, last weekend actually do something, for the last 2 weekends because of Arkansas football. You've got rep duties from here to March with football and basketball. What do you think fans are going to do these next 2 weekends?
Well, I hope they show up here to Hardee's. And for our 20th annual football trip of a lifetime, we're giving that away tomorrow. Trip to see Dallas and the Raiders in Las Vegas again. The Cowboys in Las Vegas against the Raiders, if I can get it out right. So we'll be doing that. But I think people make a trip to the lake. I think the other thing you got to consider is the first weekend after school started for a lot of families. I know at my house, my kids are already tired, and they've only been for 2 days. So they're having to get back into a routine. So I think it's a little more of a routine-based weekend. Dylan's got football practice and stuff this weekend. So
do they have not exhibitions, but what are they?
Jamborees. All that
next week?
Benefit games are next week.
Okay.
19th on Tuesday is a big night for them. There's more on Thursday. There's some junior high stuff on Mondays in the area. So yeah, there's a bunch of benefit games next week.
Okay.
So that will be going on. So I think people are going to be back in their routines this weekend. Probably not as much lake time. probably not as much traffic. So if you want to go to the lake and you don't have kids, this would be a good weekend to go, probably.
Just to have are you going to Sean's here with us? Sean, are you going to Washita here anytime soon? I know that's a place that you and the family like to go from time to time.
Yes. We only got a couple more weeks to the holiday weekend coming up, so we do try to slip off down there. But I think as blessed as we are, and you talk about school, I think everybody got back to school this weekend. I think they're going to spend time going clothes shopping, getting what they need, getting the next week, and I think everybody's going to really enjoy the holiday weekend coming up, and that's when we slip off.
So your wife's an Aggie. Are you guys going to go to Fayetteville for the Texas A&M Arkansas game? Is that on the plan?
Like the sun's coming up tomorrow. It's happening no matter what.
Okay, I got you. Excited about that?
We
First
are.
time in Fayetteville since 2013.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time up there. My son goes to school up there, so we're just going to go up there and raid his place and hang in there and, have a great party that weekend. So win or lose, of course, obviously we want our Razorbacks to win. I definitely do. It's time that we put A&M in its place. We've for many years now, so let's hope it happens.
Yeah,
especially at home.
It's only happened once since 2012, so hopefully that changes this go around.
Yeah. All right, is that our opening drive? Is that all of it? Opening drive this morning. We're live here at Hardee's. Come by and see us. $1.49 sausage biscuits. Also got later on $3.50 Monster Burgers. You've got the Hardee's app on. You got the Hardee's app on your phone?
I do not have the Hardee's app.
You get it on your phone, which is free. You can spin the wheel, and there's 20 some odd prizes on that wheel, from free drinks to free food for the entire office. And all you got to do is get the Hardee's app on your phone for free to spin the wheel to get a free prize. So you can't beat that. Then tomorrow we give away the football trip of a lifetime. Join us tomorrow. The high school version, the high school contest is at 1:30. And then we'll give away the trip after that. It's all here at Hardee's, where you can join us this morning with $1.49 sausage biscuits.
So the other games next weekend include Idaho State against UNLV, Dan Mullen's team, Barry Odom's old squad, Fresno State at Kansas, and Lawrence, Sam Houston against Western Kentucky, and then Stanford against Hawaii. On the subject of Kansas, Tommy, did you see that David Booth guy contributing $300 million to Lawrence? Phil Knight apparently is donating like $2 billion. I think it's non-Oregon athletics related, but some notable donations here in the last week or so. Phil, some big-time alums in Eugene and Lawrence, Kansas.
A&M had the one right as they were getting rid of Jimbo Fisher. Donate, what was it, $62 million or whatever it was. Arkansas's got to find their sugar daddy. I mean, you need that kind of money to really fund an endowment that can kick off 7 or 8% of a large sum of money every year that you can use, just the proceeds off that money, the interest off that money to fund the things you need.
Well, so on that note, the reason I bring those donations up, and obviously those games going on next weekend, surprise 15 days out, they haven't announced what's going on the field or what's changing the stadium. Not what's going on the field. We know what's going on the field, Tyson Walmart, but they haven't announced the naming rights to the stadium. I thought this was going to get done. I'm asking you, are you surprised by that it's not?
No.
Why?
It's expensive.
Okay.
And tell me if you had $15 or $20 million. I think it's about what they're asking you to commit. Is that where you're going to put your money? I'm not surprised at all. I think naming rights on stadiums are a tough ask in corporate America right now. So they'll get it sold, but they're probably going to lower their price.
Is it because of the product? Like because is it because of the football team? Because I don't think they're having other issues in some high-profile places. But this,
you got a very small pool of people that can pull the trigger on that kind of financial commitment. Your client list on that deal is extremely small. And they haven't found the right one yet. They'll find somebody eventually.
You're going to have to find somebody who
Vince Mann Stadium.
Vince Mann Stadium. Oh man, I would love to be that successful. Trust me, but it's going to be someone to where their pockets are so deep that where you giving up 15 cents would be like them giving up 15 million, and then what's the return investment? How many times is their corporate going to be announced at hey, we're at XX Stadium or whatever it may be or whatever. So that's what they're going to look at. How much is that going to portray, and will that buy customer branding? Oh, wow, man, they went and did this. Wow, we want to go buy their product because they put their name out here and they donated to the Razorbacks or to whoever. You know, that's as a businessman, that's what I would look at. What am I going to get out of my investment?
Yep. It's hard to measure.
It is hard to measure. You don't know. It's a gamble, you know, or is it just a pride factor? Hey, you know what? I'm prideful. I'm very grateful that I was able to be successful enough to do this for some foundation or a sports team, and I'm just proud to have my name there.
I don't know. I'm curious what ends up happening there, if anything comes of that. For what
I think people say that. People make statements and comments like you made a moment ago, and I understand it, but I don't think there's a full realization of how difficult that job is to sell that particular piece of inventory. And it's not because of the lack of success with the football team. You're unicorn hunting there. You know? There is not that many people in Arkansas or with ties to Arkansas or national brands willing to come into Arkansas that will commit that longer term for that many dollars.
And the university's also got to look at, is this who we want on our stadium?
That's
They're going to vet their own guy.
That's a good point.
There's probably some people you don't want to have their name on the stadium. So I think it's not just, hey, let me call 10 people and say, hey, do you want to do this? No, they've got to find the right fit for the stadium.
Are you into our Fitzman Friday picks here?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and play them, Big C.
Detroit Razorbacks at the Atlanta Falcons.
Going to go with Detroit.
I'm going to also go Detroit.
So I'm taking the Falcons.
Cowboys at the Rams.
I'm going to have to go with Dallas.
I'm going to go with the Rams in this one, Colton.
How about them Cowboys, baby? I'll give them this.
Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl runner-up against the Cardinals.
Give me the Chiefs.
Andy Reid and company win against Arizona.
Oh yeah. I'm a big Mahomes fan.
All right, well, the good thing is we have college football next week, being that it is a football Friday. We still have some NFL preseason games to pick later on today, or later on for tomorrow and Sunday and this week as well. So we're going to go and do those now. Kansas City against Seattle, guys, as the preseason's winding down the NFL. Who do we like between the Seahawks and the Chiefs?
We've reached the point where they generally don't play starters much, right? They've got that in, so it's really a crapshoot. Where's this game at?
It's at Seattle.
I'll go with Seattle.
I'm going to take Seattle in this one as well. This was
regular
regular season.
Yeah, it's not like you're picking Mahomes to go out there and have 5 touchdowns in the game. So he might play 2 series, maybe.
I think you guys are onto something. Seattle's probably going to win, but I got to stay with my Chiefs. There you go. Tried and true all the way.
Love your loyalty.
Ravens at the Cowboys. I know people still wondering about the Micah Parsons situation. Big C back in the Bushlight Studios is wondering that as well. Who do we like in this one, guys?
How about them Cowboys?
Got to go with Cowboys.
I'll stay on the train of the Cowboys as well. Bills at the Bears.
Bills makes sense, right? So
Bears.
I'll go with the Bears. Yeah, the Bears.
I'll take the Bears too, Sean.
I used to love the Bears when Refrigerator Perry was in that.
Yeah.
Mike
The Bears.
That was the great years. I really loved watching that. But
Super Bowl shuffle.
But I think the Bills have got a little. Again, not the number ones are playing, but I think the Bills. I'm gonna go opposite of you guys and go with the Bills.
Dolphins at the Lions. Our last pick here on Fitzman Friday.
Dolphins at Lions.
Picking it against a lot of Razorbacks.
I'll go with the Lions just because of the Razorback tie.
Colton's not here. Andrew Armstrong's down there. I think there's 1 or 2 other guys that are competing for roster position as well. So I'll go the Dolphins in this one to defend Colton's honor.
I will go Detroit.
A lot of Razorbacks in that one.
So pretty exciting. Good stuff.
That's our Fitzman Friday picks. I know summer's cranked back up. It's been hot again, but you guys have stayed busy out there doing a lot of work early in the morning.
We are. Our guys get there about 5 a.m. They get loaded up. They hit the road about 6. And I try to make them, because of heat advisory and their safety, we try to get them back in about 1, 2 o'clock before it gets too hot. Don't get me wrong. We all want a paycheck, but I also, care about my guys. So I want them home. I want them safe. I want to be able to come back to work the next day. But with that being said, man, we have lots of openings for free estimates. You've got a repair that needs to be done. You want a full fence. You're building a home. You need to budget something. Give us a call. We give you a budget number for a future build. Security access. We have the full team to come in and do any type of security access you need done, whether it's a walk gate, automatic gate, lift gate. We're really blessed. I'm super grateful with the team that I have built. I wouldn't be here without my team. So give us a call. Let us come out and give you a free estimate and build you an amazing fence.
Whether you're in eastern Oklahoma, River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, if you're listening, call the fence man, 782-3936, and they'll get it done. Nobody does it better. And a lot of places that say they can do what you guys do, but then when it gets down to it, custom aspects of what y'all do, pretty unique.
Yes, we can do just about any type of custom fence, but the one thing I like to pride ourselves on is I will make sure the fence is right for any customer. I will not leave a customer until they're super happy. So we just don't do that. I don't believe in that. Do we make mistakes? Any company does, but I stay with you till you're happy.
All right, 782-3936 or their website, thefencemanAR.com. For pictures and examples of their work. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll do this for a little more for real next Friday. That'll be for real Friday after.
That's right. So we're going to have to start the point system again, see if I'm actually winning or losing, I guess, huh?
I guess we reset everything to zero. Yeah. Reset it to zero. So.
Guys, thank you so much.
All right, you appreciate you. Come by here at Hardee's and see us. $1.49 sausage biscuits this morning. We're going to be here. You can spin the wheel with prizes as well. So. Come by and see us, Ty.
So we asked Sean about the Texas A&M and Arkansas game this upcoming season. I know there's a lot of Arkansas fans. If predominantly 99% of you listening right now are a fan of the Razorbacks, as I am too. But if you had to pick a game outside of Fayetteville, all expenses paid, we're giving away this trip to the Allegiant Stadium, Dallas, and also the Las Vegas Raiders tomorrow. We're really excited about that, which is coming up here this fall. What game would you want to go to that's not an Arkansas schedule? If you want to jump in the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, it's 877-377-6963. The two I've kind of honed in on are Georgia hosting Alabama Week 5, which coincides with the Arkansas-Notre Dame game, so I'm not going to go to that. And then Buffalo always hosting KC. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes going at each other is much-watched television year after year. Those are the two games. I'd pick a college and NFL game. The second ones would be LSU going to Clemson Week 1, and then the Eagles and the Chiefs. A rematch of last year's Super Bowl would be 2-2.
Did I just hear you say you're not going to the Notre Dame game?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you said it's the same day as something like that.
Yeah. No, I'm going out with my dad.
I thought I was hearing something that didn't make sense to me. So, I mean, you look at this schedule. I'm just excited for Week 1. I'm not going to the Alabama A&M game because I want to watch Alabama, Florida State. I want to watch Texas and Ohio State. There's some games scattered throughout that weekend. I think a sneaky good game that's going to be on that. I think it's a Sunday, 31st, is South Carolina and Virginia Tech. I think that's going to be a good game first weekend. So
Brent Fry on the hot seat for the Hokies.
And LSU and Clemson's also that Saturday. I was looking at the schedule. I was talking with our buddy Wade over at he has Arch Barbecue and Joe's Grill and Cantina. We're talking about that opening day on the 30th. And there's an 11 and 2:30 and a 6 p.m. game. And that didn't include Arkansas at 3:15. That's going to be perfect for just kicking back and watching football.
Notable game on Friday night of that weekend as well is Baylor hosting Auburn. I was talking to David White last night about that, who Walker's now in Waco, and I know my dad's really excited about that game, and that's a game that will be very, very intense based on, Auburn. If you're Auburn, you can't start 0-1 with your initial schedule this season. Their schedule eases up when you look at the middle part of it, but initially it is brutal for the Tigers, and they, of course, have to finish with Alabama, too.
Yeah. So, there'll be some good games to start for Arkansas, the Ole Miss game at home, but the end of September, that Notre Dame game, I think is going to have people fired up, particularly you can go to Ole Miss and win and then beat Memphis as well. So I still wonder about, how many Hawk fans show up in Memphis. I think you're going to see a good crowd of Razorback fans.
We were speculating which there's going to probably be more in Little Rock, but I think it might be closer in Little Rock to Memphis in weeks 2 and 4 than people might realize, just because, like you said, I mean, if you're thinking about it, where would you rather spend a weekend, Little Rock or Memphis? I'd rather spend a week.
Well, I mean, we know that the game in Little Rock's nearly a sellout. So, I mean, we know that 10,000 or so A-State fans, but you're going to have 40,000 plus at War Memorial for that game as well. All right, live at Hardee's, come by and see us. Phoenix Avenue location. You can stop by either Fort Smith area Hardee's location for $1.49 sausage biscuits, or in Sallisaw as well. Come by and say hi this morning. Brought to you by Farm Credit. Farm Credit is the place to go for all your financing options to build a new home or spruce up your existing home. That's what Farm Credit can do for you. They've got 25 locations around our area, and there's one near you. Go to myaglender.com. That's myaglender.com, myaglender.com. Farm Credit of Western Arkansas is an equal housing.
Going to hear from Deke Adams and Cam Ball when we come back.
You're in the middle of Football Friday on the Morning Rush, presented by QC Kinetics. Get real lasting relief from chronic joint pain.
Fans, this is Elizabeth.
It's 9:12. This is Matt. We're at the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, your headquarters for all things Razorback.
From clothing items like Nike, Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many more,
to a wide range of home, office, and fan cave decorations.
We even have furniture, a pool table, stuff for the yard, garden, and too much other stuff to mention.
So no matter if you're headed to the game or watching from your living room, stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville. That's 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or stop by the Interweb store at shoponrazorback.com.
Whoa, that's a first, Dad. You actually got it right. How'd you do that?
Well, I use that Googleator thing.
And we're back.
Anyway, that was shoponrazorback.com.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and I have a plaque to prove it.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
I didn't have a plan for that. He just showed up.
Hey, this is Chad Warner, product manager for Booyah Bait Company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The hottest swim jig on the Arkansas River right now is the Booyah Mobster. It was designed by the Muddy Water Mob, a bunch of river rats from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and it's winning tournaments on Dardanelle and Kerr like clockwork. If you're fishing submerged vegetation, water willow, lily pads, you need a Booyah Mobster to reel them in. Available at lurenet.com and tackle stores throughout Arkansas and Oklahoma, the Booyah Mobster.
The hole in Texas Stadium so God could watch his favorite team, the Cowboys.
This is the Morning Rush.
It's back to school time at Harry Robinson's Sallisaw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Sallisaw. Troy, I see all this about the back to school rebate. What is this?
Yeah, man. So, Tommy, it's something awesome. You know, we were trying to figure out a way to kind of give back to the community. You've got kids going to school. You're spending, tons of money. You got money just pouring out of your pocket right now. The back to school rebate is if you've got a child, right, going back to school, the rebate can be used as a discount on the vehicle of $1,500, or you can get a check back to you for $1,500.
And you can use that however you need to get the vehicle tagged, to get it insured, or to pay those back to school bills.
Yeah, definitely. If you got to get the kids some clothes, if you got to get some school supplies, whatever the case is, and let's say you don't have any kids going back to school, you can still use that back to school rebate for a discount on any vehicle we have on the lot.
Get all the details. The back to school rebate available now for a limited time. Harry Robinson, Sallisaw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Sallisaw.
Hey, it's Matt Jones. If the weather has raked your roof and you need a roofing company you can trust, call my friends at Patriot Brothers Roofing. They are licensed, bonded, insured, and lifetime River Valley residents located in Van Buren.
Thanks, Matt. We are also the only roofing company in the River Valley that installs a full CertainTeed integrity roof system and registers a 50-year warranty directly with CertainTeed. Avoid the door knockers and storm chasers. We are local and we will be here long after the storm chasers are gone.
Check out PatriotBrothersRoofing.com or call 479-652-9479.
Patriot Brothers Roofing, because your home deserves only the best.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort. We're a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, Where does the Busch Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Automotive, St. Louis, Missouri.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires. Don't disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Looking for the perfect gift that's personal and powerful? The Solid Rock has you covered. From custom laser-engraved cutting boards and coasters to travel mugs and keepsakes. Each piece is made with care and personalized just for your special occasion, whether it's a wedding, birthday, anniversary, or just because. They help you give gifts that inspire, engraved with names, scriptures, or messages that honor Christ. Shop The Solid Rock, located next to Sam's Club on South 74th and Fort Smith. The Solid Rock, serving the River Valley for over 49 years.
Summer is finally here, and so are the road trips that you've had planned. That's why it's time to visit us at Southern Tire Mart. Southern Tire Mart's expert service, competitive pricing, and top quality tires will ensure your vehicle is ready for all your summer adventures. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let us ensure your vehicle is prepared for the summer. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. Southern Tire Mart. We keep America rolling.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
There's only one Razorback.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those.
107 down.
This one belongs to the Razorbacks. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Colin. Alex has got room.
Everybody, Woo Pick Dewey.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
It's great. It's awesome, man. You know, it's awesome. Like I said, nowadays college football is so money driven. It's really, really refreshing to have a kid that's really in it for the right reasons. And I'm not saying the money's not. I mean, because I don't get in those conversations. But it's great to have a kid to say, hey, Coach, I believe in you. I believe in what we're doing here, and I'm going to stay and I'm going to grind and we're going to work.
Cam Ball was already one of a lot of people's favorite Razorbacks heading into this year. But whether it's hearing from his teammates, his position coach there, Deke Adams, I know Travis Williams has said a similar type of thing. Tommy, he had fielded offers in the offseason, I would guess, from other SEC schools, maybe for other money. Maybe that's just speculation on my part, but it's cool to see a rare fifth-year player stay here in Fayetteville.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see out-of-state fifth-year players moving forward. I think they're going to be unicorns in today's college world as long as the rules are similar to what we have now. So maybe you have in-state players stay 5 years, but I think with the portal and the money being thrown around, and now with Rev Share, that's kind of got a guaranteed pool for more schools that didn't have, whatever percentage their football program is getting out of $17 or $18 million that's going towards the players. Yeah, I think in the end you're going to see very few players hang anywhere for 5 years.
Here is also what Cam just had to say about the state of Arkansas and how he feels about this program.
Man, I'm a big loyalty guy. My father and my mother has always instilled in me, stay down for the come up. And it all started with me in my high school, out of, you know about East Point, Tri-Cities. I want to say I won like 6 games my whole high school career. I had an opportunity to go to IMG Academy. I had an opportunity to transfer, but I didn't. I wanted to be a legend coming out of my high school. And, God blessed me with 42 Division I scholarships out of high school. The word, like I said, stay down for the come up. And, good things come to those who wait. And I feel like God has led me with my journey here. And nothing but good things have came, since being here. And, I had opportunities to leave, but it was no point to just pack up and go for a matter of a year and so and lose all the connections and relationships I built in this state, and just the people. I love the people here in Arkansas, not only in Fayetteville, but I've been all around Arkansas, and I just love this state in general.
Ty, when he told us that at Media Days, his high school team, he won like 6 games. He mentioned that to us on our interview at Media Days.
Mm-hmm.
I was amazed because I don't think very many players of his caliber anywhere in high school would stay at the same high school.
That's a good point.
Much less the same college for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a program that had won 6 games in 3 years or whatever he played at that high school, 3 or 4 years, most kids would have went to the school 5 miles away, 10 miles away, or whatever that was winning state championships, getting to playoffs. There was plenty of opportunity in Atlanta for him, and I think when he says he's a loyalty guy, I think he can back it up with his track record.
I don't know if he's necessarily going to wind up a legend here in Fayetteville, but it is cool for a senior season to get to wear the Darren McFadden insignia and have that honor kind of bestowed upon him in his final year. So happy for Cam. You think about Eric Gregory and Hudson Clark last year, now Cam, a couple guys that have stuck around through some tough times. All right, that is your Hog Update this morning. Always brought to you by our friend at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
All right, so we're at Hardee's, 1820 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. $1.49 sausage biscuits till 12 o'clock today. $3.50 Monster Burger. We got the contest tomorrow for the football trip of a lifetime. Not too far down the road, Tommy, is Wrath Auto Resource. I tried to invite Larry this morning, and he's not. Hey, Larry, where are you, man? Are you working?
I'm right around the corner, man. I came through the drive-through a while ago.
Okay, all right. So you
was
took
in a
down
hurry,
some sausage
sales
biscuits.
Meeting, all that. Yeah, I had the sausage, egg, and cheese, grape jelly.
Well,
Good to go.
I know you're going to be busy today because we got 2 days left of this sales tax paid when you trade, so people got to come see you before this thing ends after tomorrow.
That's right. And it's been a great promotion. So many people taking advantage of this. And, what a great time to go ahead and get that vehicle you've been waiting on. Go ahead and upgrade back to school. You got to look good in that waiting line. You're dropping them kids off. And we got the vehicles to help you do that. Road Ready Certified, a big selection of these vehicles covered by, full inspection, covered by a comprehensive warranty. You're not going to buy a better used car anywhere. Not going to pay too much. All of our cars painless pricing. We make sure they're priced against the live market where they're going to save you some money. And right now, get your state sales tax paid when you trade. And that saves you a lot of money and really reduces the hassle and the whole thing. We'd love a chance to help you get into that better car you've been waiting on today at Wrath Auto Resources in Fort Smith. We've also got this same promotion going on, Wrath Mitsubishi in Springdale. We got a big selection. Finally got a bunch of new Mitsubishis in. If you haven't seen the 25 Outlander Trail Edition, we've got one of those set on the showroom. Fantastic vehicle. They got rates as low as 0% as well, along with this great promotion. Sales tax paid when you trade. Wrath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Wrath Mitsubishi in Springdale, or check us out online, wrathauto.com.
Well, Larry, enjoy those biscuits, man. I'll let you get to work because I know you got a busy next 24 to 48 hours.
Well, you guys have a good time over there, and folks, come and see us.
Again, come by and see us. $1.49 sausage biscuits, all Fort Smith and Salisaw locations, just like Larry just did. Tommy, we got some chicken biscuits. I got some biscuits and gravy as well.
How were those?
And then tomorrow, they're good. They're good. And tomorrow, again, the big contest, big football trip of a lifetime. We did it right this year in year 20.
Yep, going to send you to Viva Las Vegas, see the Raiders and the Cowboys, and put you up with some great accommodations, full trip. So somebody's going to win that tomorrow. We had, 100 or so try to qualify. We had 23 make it. Now, I think we're going to have around that number tomorrow that try to win the football trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, so. Allegiant Stadium. I know people are excited to have a possibility to go to that. All right, when we come back, we've got our Morning Rush Daily Question. We'll jump more into Arkansas stuff, and we got to mention what John Daly Jr. is doing out in San Francisco. Stay with us here on the Morning Rush Football Friday.
You're in the middle of Football Friday on the Morning Rush, presented by QC Kinetics. Get real lasting relief from chronic joint pain.
Designed by Jason Christie, the Booyah Finesse Covert Spinnerbait doesn't just bring the fight, it dominates. Choose from 3 blade options: Colorado for maximum thump, Willow for bright flash, and the one the pros won't talk about, the Oklahoma blade. Perfectly balanced for subtle vibration, multiple flash points, and unmatched versatility. The Oklahoma blade is your secret weapon for pressured waters. Precision engineering, tournament proven, and one mission: dominate. Booyah Finesse Covert Spinner.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choice is the ultimate luxury, and now it's yours with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Choose from the $5 Classic Box, loaded with lavish classics, the $7 Supreme Box, packed with decadent faves, or the $9 Discovery Box, now featuring the indulgent cheesy street chalupas. That's Lux for less. The $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
Summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
Hey, it's Colton Little. Been trying to kill a little bit of time at work, so I logged on to MyBookie, and as the clock has ticked by, I've already made money, and I've already had a good time. They've got tons of great stuff on there. I'm talking about blackjack, roulette, live dealers, poker, and a full lineup of slots. They didn't make me download an app. All I had to do was just log in, made a quick deposit, and then I was playing games and winning money. If you're thinking about checking out MyBookie, you should have done it yesterday. Use the promo code HOGS and they'll toss you a nice deposit match of up to $1,000. And now you can bet on the Hogs all season long with
since 1929.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
From the job site to the deer lease, Wheeler Power Sports in Fort Smith has what you need to get it done. When it comes to serious utility, Polaris and Kawasaki lead the way. Now with the all-new Polaris Ranger 1500 and the powerful Kawasaki Ridge. Some models come fully loaded with enclosed cabs and HVAC. Call or text 479-783-5822 or visit WheelerPowersports.com. Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Pat Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Kristen's Place in Lowell online at carpatsocial.com.
All right, I got 2 questions in my head, so I'm going to give you the choice.
All right. Options, Big C. Let's go.
Do you want a football question involving the Razorbacks and the polls? Or it's National Kool-Aid Day. Do we want to talk about our favorite Kool-Aid flavors? Which one do we want today,
Christian,
boys?
play the clip. Play the clip.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Can you do your best oh, yeah impression?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Kool-Aid,
yeah.
Kool-Aid, brown soft drink mix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
So you want football or you want Kool-Aid?
Just get them both. Just
All
do
right.
both.
We'll do the Kool-Aid in a minute. Here's the Morning Rush Daily Question brought to you by Cart Pass Social. Coaches poll came out. Not a lot of difference between Texas was one in both the coaches and AP poll. Here's the Morning Rush Daily Question. Ty, at any point during the 2025 regular season, do the Arkansas Razorbacks appear in either the coaches or the AP poll? The top 25. Do they crack the top 25 at some point?
I mean, all you got to do is beat Ole Miss, and you will be in the top 25.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's that simple. But you could lose to Ole Miss, beat Notre Dame, and go and beat Tennessee, and maybe get back there as well. That doesn't seem likely. I mean, but
yes.
there's other paths.
Big
but
C,
my question is, at some point this
Big
year,
C
do you
just
find
says
a path
yes.
in?
Okay.
happen early.
I'll go with Big C because I do think that Ole Miss game is going to be a lot closer than people think it has been the last 2 times you got on Oxford. So I could see them winning that game.
They could
I'll say yes.
They could
They're not.
lose to
It's not
Ole
going
Miss and then beat Memphis and Notre Dame.
It's not going to be consistent. Like it won't be the entire season, but I could see them appearing a week. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you that. What do you think?
I don't think they make it into the poll this year because if they beat Ole Miss, that's a team that's 21st, I think, in the AP poll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure you're going to get – and then if you do that, I think even if you beat Ole Miss, the pollsters are going to hold you accountable to win one more game against Memphis. Even if you win that game, you might sneak in then.
I think you'll lose.
And what I was getting ready to come back to is you've been very adamant they'll win one of those, but not both of those games.
Mm-hmm.
But then, okay, so you get in the poll somewhere along there at 22, 1, 20th, 23rd, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
And then Notre Dame, you may play well against them. A very good Notre Dame team. You could lose that game 28-24, 35-31, and they're going to knock you back out of the poll because you got beat by number 5 or 6 or whatever.
So is that the equivalent of
Will that
dating
be
the hottest
game
girl
day?
from your high school and then her getting back with her boyfriend the following week? Like, what is the equivalent of being in the AP top 25 one?
You didn't date her. You took her on a date.
You took her on a date.
There's a difference between going on a date and dating.
You took her on
dating
a date
is plural.
for 1 week. And we mentioned earlier this week, it was our CJ's Trivia Tuesday question. It's like the last time, or the highest Arkansas has been in the poll was 8 back when you played Georgia. Fortunately, that game
didn't last long.
Nope, 37-0. You lost to Ole Miss by I think 1 the next week, and
then we got the halftime of that game.
Yeah, and then you lost to another team I think after that. But I think it's conceivable. But I do again to the point you just made about what I think. I think if they beat Ole Miss, they're going to lose the next week.
So
which
it'd be short-lived.
Yeah, it'd be short-lived.
And then that's a loss that maybe you get over, could get back in if you got on a run, but then that doesn't, these things don't fit together. These are pieces of the puzzle that don't necessarily conjoin very easily.
Scott asking the question. I got to pull this back up. You might have the list in front of me. He wants to know what team ranked in today's top 10 finishes outside of the top 25. That is your question from Scott here on the Lewis Automotive.
Well, I got the AP poll in front of me.
Okay.
I've
got one.
Coaches might be over here, but team
Top
that's in the
10.
top 10 that will finish outside of what did he say?
He says outside the top 25.
Ooh. So Miami's 10, LSU, Bama, Oregon, Notre Dame 6.
I'll say Miami because
Georgia,
Carson Wentz is maybe the most overrated quarterback in college football. That guy loves throwing picks. I'm going to say Miami, Scott.
Well, that they're 10th. The team that I think will clearly finish outside the top 20 or top 15. Hope David Fuchs ain't list them at Penn State.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on them. They got to go to Columbus. I think they get Michigan at home this year. I forget what their marquee game is. I think they play USC.
They'll win the national title now that I've said
now
that.
That you said that.
But
I was texting him yesterday.
Yeah.
He's excited.
Maybe Texas.
I'd like to go to – we were talking about – I hope
Texas isn't winning at all.
They got a couple tough games.
They haven't in 20 years. I don't know why year 21 is going to be different. Christian, to your point about Penn State, we were talking about games we'd like to go to earlier. I'd love to go to a Penn State wideout game. I think that would be one of the best atmospheres that you've ever seen in the college football or sporting events for that matter. All right, so
let's get to the good stuff here.
Yeah, because we got this
What's
text
your favorite
yesterday.
flavor? It's National Kool-Aid Day. Bo and Chuck and Bo have been talking about Kool-Aid all week and drinking the Kool-Aid. But hey, I like to drink Kool-Aid. I like the sugar-free. Usually go Great Value brand. I don't go brand name Kool-Aid.
Okay.
But tropical punch or grape would be my two. I get the deal. You can squirt in your bottle of water now to add a little flavor, and those are my two favorites.
Just good Kool-Aid that you mix together.
Yeah, the real way to do it is not sugar-free. Is to load it up, like you did when you were a kid. And but the red, the tropical punch was always my go-to.
It's been so long, I don't even know. I mean, it's been 13 years since I've had it, back in 2012 at Montevideans. It's been that long. I couldn't even tell you what it tastes like now. I guess I need to try it again since it is natural.
They sell it at the store. I mean, you can just,
But I don't go. I guess that's what I'm saying. I guess
Kool-Aid
I need to buy
isn't
some.
just for kids, Ty.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I guess I could just try it, but it's been that long, so I'm gonna lean on you and Big C on this.
I figured it was a standard mixer at your house,
Black cherry from Scott. That's what he likes. What do you say, Big C? You just like the old fashioned.
Just red, man.
Just red.
Yeah,
just easy.
Tropical punch.
Shane says orange. Likes the orange one. It's like Gatorade. There's a lot of different flavors.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Gatorade doesn't taste as good as Kool-Aid. Gatorade's quasi supposed to be good.
Quasi.
Kool-Aid is supposed to refresh you.
Fueled them Gators back in the day. All right, that's your two-part Car Pass Social
Double
Daily
dipping.
Question. Double dipping today here at Hardee's. 122 Grant Place in Lowell is where you'll find the best indoor golf facility in all of Arkansas. We'll have college football next week, so you can go by and see Christian and Nate next weekend, and the weekends to come after that for college and NFL games. Maybe you're trying to get a Q4 jump started if you're a business owner or you're a manager. Well, team building exercise there would be great. You can always stop by cartpasssocial.com. It is always BYOB at Cart Pass Social.
I've been seeing a lot of sacks full of biscuits being hauled out of here. I think there's a lot of people taking advantage of these $1.49 sausage biscuits.
As you should. That's like rolling it back 20 years, just like the Monster Burger.
Yeah, so come on by Hardee's, get some $1.49 sausage biscuits here today. So.
Chaz and Fayetteville texted in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, kind of going off your question. How much of the state will be drinking the Kool-Aid if Arkansas starts 4-0? Like, I don't even want to entertain that idea almost to a certain extent.
Are you drinking Kool-Aid? That's a reality. If
you're drinking
you wouldn't be
hard liquor if you think they're going to start 4-0.
I'm mixing my Kool-Aid with some liquor.
I mean, I hope it happens.
Hard liquor would be 5-0.
Hard liquor's 5-0.
Are
you just having a beer if it's 4-0? Do you think?
Well, I mean, but if you would be entitled to be excited at 4-0.
Oh, no question.
So I mean, it's not you're not drinking the Kool-Aid at 4-0. You earned 4-0. You beat Ole Miss. You won a road game in Oxford. You beat Memphis. Mm-hmm. You did everything you're supposed to do at that point.
Well, and
it may all fall apart from there, but you've earned 4-0. You've earned the right to be excited.
The interesting thing about that Notre Dame game is, remember, I mentioned Miami. Miami hosts Notre Dame week 1. Mm-hmm. And then A&M goes to South Bend week 3.
Yep.
Purdue, new head coach Barry Odom. We'll see if he can get an upset in his first. They'll go to South Bend for that game. And then you got Arkansas.
So will Notre Dame be 2-0 in the SEC before Arkansas's played its second SEC game?
Yeah. Hopefully not.
Because
hopefully they'll be 1-1.
Arkansas.
That's wild to think about, that Notre Dame will play 2 SEC opponents before.
Notre Dame will play 2 SEC opponents before Arkansas gets its second SEC game on October 11th in Knoxville.
That is wild. I didn't think about that.
Could be 2-0 in the SEC, and Arkansas hadn't even played 2 games in the SEC.
Man, I didn't think about that. I hope they're 1-1, and I hope the loss comes in Fayetteville.
Yeah,
we'll see. All right, this guy's supposed to be here, Brian in Ozark. Brian, where are you at, man?
Oh boy.
Hey, what's going on?
Where you at?
Yeah, that's what we're asking you. What's going on?
Well, I'm actually painting right now, painting a fence. Have you got your money yet?
Have I got my money yet?
Where would we get it?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
I drove since I had to. I forgot about a prior engagement. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I drove to Hardee. I believe her name is Melissa, the manager at Hardee, has your money for you.
Okay, yeah, $100.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We wondered what this
I personally wanted to meet you. I mean, for those that are watching our video stream, you can. It's $100.
Did she give it to you?
She did. I've got it in my hand. I'm holding it up on our video stream to authenticate that you have followed through.
20s?
Yeah. Did you steal these, Brian? Did you take them, or these? did you work for them?
I went to the ATM and I withdrew it from my bank this way.
Are they crisp?
I said I left it 6.
Let me see them 20s. Hang on, I'll tell you.
That's donated money. Don't
They're
take
not brand
that.
new.
That's going to the Good Samaritan Clinic after this.
All right.
He's
Does it smell like money? Yeah, it does. Smells like money.
It smells like it. Well,
can't hide money.
Yeah, Brian, I appreciate you falling through on your bet. I would have loved to meet you, but listen, if you had an obligation at work, you had to fulfill it. So I commend you for that.
Yeah, I actually got up 3 hours early to make a point to get there.
Look at
before
you.
y'all got there.
Attaboy.
So I got up at 5. Had to be here at 9. I got up at 5:30 and drove to Fort Smith and got back to Ozark. Right around 7.
Did you at least get a biscuit?
I didn't. I'd already eaten. I should have, but I did not.
That was a mistake. I almost was going to give you all the credit and success, but you didn't take advantage of it. $1.49 sausage biscuit. I do appreciate you giving me this. This is going to be in my hands for probably a few more hours, and it will be donated in your honor, in the honor of, I think it was Lando and Brad Spence, who coincidentally is now a Texas Longhorn now, that helped me out. But appreciate it, Brian. Thank you for following through on your bet. He did it.
Hey.
How do we count halfway because he's not here? Well, I mean, he stopped by. He had work. He can't really
He
get
didn't
on there
face
for
the
work.
music,
Yeah,
though.
that's true.
He didn't face
He
the
didn't
music.
face it, but he did fall through
All
the
right.
money.
Brian and Ozark's debt is paid. We're live at Hardee's, $1.49 sausage biscuits. We're going to be here another hour. Football trip of a lifetime. We'll give it away tomorrow, and we'll tell you more about that coming up here at Hardee's. It's Football Friday, brought to you by QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. They use treatments like advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma, all designed to help your body heal itself. So no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. So if your doctor wants to put you under the knife, there are better options that will keep you closer to all the things that you love. 479-999-1234 is their number, 999-1234 for QC Kinetics right here in Northwest Arkansas.
Fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert. And this is Matt. We're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, your headquarters for all things Razorback.
From clothing items like Nike, Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many more,
to a wide range of home, office, and fan cave decorations.
We even have furniture, a pool table, stuff for the yard, garden, and too much other stuff to mention.
So no matter if you're headed to the game or watching from your living room, stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville. That's 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
or stop by the Interweb store at shoponrazorback.com.
Whoa, that's a first, Dad. You actually got it right. How'd you do that?
Well, I use that Googleator thing.
And we're back.
Anyway, that was shoponrazorback.com.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and I have a plaque to prove it.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hawks.
Hey, this is Chad Warner, product manager for Booyah Bait Company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The hottest swim jig on the Arkansas River right now is the Booyah Mobster. It was designed by the Muddy Water Mob, a bunch of river rats from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and it's winning tournaments on Dardanelle and Kerr like clockwork. If you're fishing submerged vegetation, water willow, lily pads, you need a Booyah Mobster to reel them in. Available at lurenet.com and tackle stores throughout Arkansas and Oklahoma, the Booyah Mobster.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hey everyone, David Rath here with Rath Auto Resources. Since the state's giving you a tax-free weekend, we figured we'd do even better. 3 weekends of state sales tax paid when you trade, and all the weekdays in between. Just bring in your old car and upgrade to the road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle of your choice and get state sales tax paid. Get state sales tax paid when you trade, now through August 16th. Just another reason why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com.
Are you an electrician that's looking for a smaller, non-corporate job? Well, I'm here in studio with Sloan Walker of Sloan Electric. Sloan, what do you currently have open?
2 journeyman spots open and a 4th-year apprentice. If you have 1 to 2 years experience with those, you'd be a great fit for my company. We do residential, commercial, and industrial installs. Normal working hours are 8 to 4:30, so you can focus on your home life outside of your career. Best way to get in contact with me is just give me a phone call or text at 479-461-4302. Sloan Electric. We can power up together.
Calling all biscuit lovers. Hardee's limited edition blueberry biscuits are the stuff of biscuit dreams. Our famous buttermilk biscuits with summer's favorite berries baked in, served warm, and drizzled with icing. Don't miss your chance to try this special summertime treat while blueberry biscuits are still in season and ripe for the picking. Only at Hardee's. Goodness in the making. Order ahead on the Hardee's app. Participation may vary. Exclusions apply by time of day.
Hey, Ty Richardson for A Cut Above Lawn and Landscaping. They service commercial and residential lawns for weed management and fertilization for a lush, healthy lawn. Need bush hogging? They do that too. A Cut Above also offers tree and limb removal. Don't forget hauling and dumpster rental as well. More than just a mowing service, they're A Cut Above. Call or text today at 479-719-5605. Lawn, landscaping, power washing, stump grinding, leaf removal, mulching, flea tick, and mosquito control. 719-5605.
At Wave Rural Connect, our mission's simple: improve the quality of life in our communities. We've expanded to several non-member areas to help new communities. If you live in areas near Altus, Branch, Coxville, Mountainburg, Murray, Spur, or Ozark, Wave Rural Connect may be available to you right now. Check availability online at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Wave Rural Connect will continue opening new areas throughout 2025.
Hey, it's Matt Jones. If the weather has raked your roof and you need a roofing company you can trust, call my friends at Patriot Brothers Roofing. They are licensed, bonded, insured, and lifetime River Valley residents located in Van Buren.
Thanks, Matt. We are also the only roofing company in the River Valley that installs a full CertainTeed integrity roof system and registers a 50-year warranty directly with CertainTeed. Avoid the door knockers and storm chasers. We are local and we will be here long after the storm chasers are gone.
Check out PatriotBrothersRoofing.com or call 479-652-9479.
Patriot Brothers Roofing, because your home deserves only the best.
Take advantage of this nice weather in Arkansas with our friends at Roback. Gear up for fresh polos, running joggers, and comfortable khaki shorts. Does your Razorback closet need an upgrade? The University of Arkansas licensed collection is what you're looking for, only at Roback.com. So if you're ready to upgrade your comfort game, use code RUSH25 at checkout on Roback.com for 20% off your first order through the end of this week. That's RHOBACK.com. 20% off all hoodies, joggers, and more with code RUSH25. Roback, where action meets comfort.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, plenty of sunshine. A high this afternoon will be right around the mid-90s with a very slight chance of a shower or storm across the south. Tonight, mainly clear to partly cloudy, low 70s, and then a few isolated showers or storms on Saturday. A high will be into the mid-90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for fine wines, specialty beers, and liquor.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 15 days.
What makes Hardee's biscuits different from everyone else's?
We do our biscuits from scratch.
Bakers.
This is a scratch buttermilk biscuit. They're baked minutes before you order it. I like to do it gently. You get a nice, smooth cut. We do this so they all come out perfect. Perfect biscuits. And they actually feel good.
First of all, I'll be seeing y'all in the morning, right, at Hardee?
1820 Phoenix Avenue.
Okay, I'll be there.
Live from the Busch Light Studios, this is The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
So half-truths from Brian this morning.
He did pay his debt.
My money is in my pocket, and as soon as we get done with the show, it's going to be headed to the Good Samaritan Clinic. But we didn't actually get to see him, which is a little disappointing.
Probably our benefit.
I think he wants to remain anonymous.
And I mean, if Brian, if he's a genuine fan of the Texas Longhorns, man, you're ranked number 1 in both polls. You ought to be walking tall. You'll be strutting right now.
I agree.
Style and swagger.
I agree with what you said earlier.
Come in here.
I don't think they're going to go on to win the national championship. They'll be in the college football playoff. They'll be in the SEC championship game. But I think it'll be 21 straight years without Texas winning the national championship. Hopefully they slip up in November against the team that they think is beneath them, but has had success against them in the last 20 years. That wears red and white. Not the Georgia team.
At least it did in 61 years like it is in some other places.
Yeah.
Been since you've had a piece of a national title.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Been about my lifetime and yours put together almost. So, hey, brought to you by QC Kinetics. It's Football Friday, our last weekend without football, and maybe that knee, that back, that hip or shoulder's keeping you from the things you love. If you're worried about maybe your knee or your hip and you get into your seats at Razorback Stadium, QC Kinetics can use today's technology. I mean, you think about this. Think about it in this simple form. That's how they explain to me. You accidentally cut your finger or you scrape your knee or something. Your body has the ability to heal itself, right? Regenerate that skin, regenerate tissue. Your body can do that. Well, joint pain is much the same way when you use advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma to help you get that pain gone and back to the things you love without surgery, without steroid shots, and without downtime that keeps you away from the things you love. Our friends at QC Kinetics right here in Northwest Arkansas, 479-999-1234 is their number, 999-1234 at QC Kinetics.
So this just came out, Christian, I don't know if you saw this, Tommy, I don't know if you saw this. They have handed out the punishments for the Michigan Wolverines and the sign stealing stuff. Michigan, this is from On3. Michigan is expecting to face a $20+ million fine in postseason revenue over the next 2 seasons. Head coach Sharon Moore will receive an additional 1-game suspension on top of the school's self-imposed 2-game ban for weeks 3 and 4. Hopefully he's suspended week 2 when they go to Norman. But here's my question to our audience to tie that back into Fayetteville. They won a national championship 2 years ago. How is that not worth it?
It is.
You gonna how is that punishment that was just divvied out? Which, by the way, for those that don't know, Michigan has an incredible endowment. They have a huge alumni base, and they can make this money up in donations probably in a month. How is that not worth it? Now, I'm not asking Hunter Yurchek, Stan Pittman, and staff to go out on a cheating spree or anything. But does that really feel like it fits the crime? Money?
You said they forfeited 2 games?
No, Sharon Moore's going to be suspended. He was already suspended 2 games, self-imposed, and there's going to be another one on top of that, and $20 million fines the next 2 years, and postseason football revenue. I'll ask you that first, Christian. You can chime on this, and our audience as well. How is that not worth it for if you're a Michigan fan? You're like, oh my gosh, that's all we got? Are you kidding me?
But there's still a stain on that title. I mean, maybe they don't look at it internally that way, but. I would go as far as saying there's an asterisk by it, but the outside world of college football is going to have a comma but. Anytime you bring up that national title, but you were seeing the sign.
Do you do that with the Deflategate or Spygate with the Patriots and Tom Brady?
Those aren't the same thing. Those are not the same thing.
Okay, so
Deflategate was a big bunch of nothing.
So you don't think Brady did it?
Well, I mean. But that's not gaining this
okay, what
edge
about
like
Spygate prior to the AFC Championship?
And listen, I'm not anti-stealing signs, but they went to a whole nother level. This was Houston Astros type stuff. I mean, this is espionage. So no, I mean, I don't think Deflategate and this are even in the same.
Yeah, what about Spygate?
Uniform.
Similar to, you filmed a practice, right?
Yeah.
Or practices, whatever it was. I was 20-something years ago, so I don't have every that to me is
I'd put that in the same bucket.
Gavin and Fayetteville texting in. The fact that Michigan doesn't have to vacate that national championship is a joke.
Vacating titles and wins is a joke anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like you're going to crown somebody else the champion.
So, like, the USC, when you think about college football recent scandals or past ones,
Reggie Bush.
we think of, USC and Reggie Bush, who got his Heisman back. We think about, and this is less recent, but the death penalty with the SMU and Pony Express and Dickerson James.
Those were things that they did off the field that didn't affect the integrity of the game itself.
Ohio State did something, didn't they?
I mean, that was paying players when you weren't allowed to.
Before they played us.
See, you think this is the tattoo stuff that they're you'll come back, whatever, they don't come back.
To me, that
you think this is more severe. So on that
you're
line,
you're crossing a line.
Doesn't that warrant a bigger punishment?
100%.
Okay. I'm just kind of
100%. You're saying it's worth it. I'm saying you won one without any integrity. There's no integrity in their title.
But do you think their fans feel any different about
No.
that from 2 years ago or any?
But if I achieve something that I feel is great, I don't want there to be a smear on it.
Okay,
I don't want the rest of the world, friend or foe, to devalue or to discount my accomplishment. I don't want them to have a comma but. If I've done something great and it should be recognized and I was the king of the mountain, I don't want there to be any reason someone says it's invalid or diminished for any reason.
Okay.
And their title is somewhat diminished because of this scandal.
What do you think, Christian?
I agree. I mean, it's not a good look. I mean, they cheated in a huge way. I mean, I think about the Astros. I mean, what they did gave them a huge leg up in that World Series. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely got an asterisk around it.
Here's what it does to me. If I'm a college football coach or athletics department and I see how small the punishment would, it incentivizes cheating. And it incentivizes doing it exactly how you're saying not to do it, the wrong way. Because in the eyes of many outside of Ann Arbor and that state of Michigan, it feels like that because it's a blue blood program, it's storied history, storied tradition, that the NCAA did not levy a warranted penalty for something like this. And that leads you to believe that if this was another school, i.e. the one here in Fayetteville in Arkansas, if they did it, it would be the first death penalty in college football in 40 years.
Well,
40-plus years.
You're probably right. But you know who walks away from all this with virtually nothing happening?
Harbaugh,
yeah.
Who's in Los Angeles with Justin Herbert and the Chargers, and avoids.
He won't face any of the music.
I don't know if he even got a show cause. I'd have to go back and look at that
cares
stuff.
at this point?
No, he doesn't. Matt texted in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. The NCAA doesn't award the college football championship, so they can't force him to vacate. Again, some of that stuff is legalese, and you have to do this or do that. But either way, again, to start off here an hour or two on a football Friday, thought that was kind of a small punishment for the crime that Michigan committed, not once but several
Paying
times.
players is legal now, so nothing you do in that realm is looked at as wrong. But when you blatantly cheat, to me, that's a whole different thing. Like when you're actually getting a leg up on the playing field.
Well, and listen, sign stealing. One of the reasons if you sit down low, they got them. I call them curtains, but it's just a screen they throw up to block the sign. And what they're doing is they're keeping the people in the press box, from the opposing team from trying to steal your signs. Mm-hmm. They do that because they know that's been done. It's one thing to do it during the game. I have no problem in baseball or any sport if you're trying to figure out their play calls or their communications. But what Michigan did was across the line on a whole different level. Is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, to me, in the end, I'd like to think I'm a person of integrity and character and would say I wouldn't want Arkansas to win that way. But I can understand why people would say, hey, if that would lead to Arkansas getting a national championship, I'm in. I understand why you would be that desperate.
Listen, NIL is not working here in Arkansas, but if you told fans that we would assess the entire state $10 million over 2 years after a national championship, I would say that 80 to 90% of the state would be in to do that. It's just, again, it goes back to what I said.
But should we be a win at all costs?
I'd hold the camera.
Well, we haven't been. What I'm saying is you're incentivizing college coaches, college football programs, players staffs and everything else because of something like this to look more into this process and look more into the ways about it. It's not the right way, but it didn't
So
warrant
do you
this.
think Michigan's title's tainted at all in your mind?
No, because
I don't. I think when you look in the record books 10, 15, 20 years later, some people will forget that the way that they went about it, and they just will see that Michigan won the national championship behind J.J. McCarthy and Blake Corum and the rest of those guys. I mean, they had a really good football team. I don't want to diminish that.
I don't know. Do they need to cheat like that?
To beat Ohio State, some people would say yes because they couldn't figure it out for a number of different years. But yeah, they did have a good team. All right, back to Fayetteville. Well, that's enough time on the Wolverines. I was reading this piece in Whole Hog Sports, and one of the opening lines was all coaches on staff, and I'm paraphrasing, said that they have a good group and a good team. So instead of drinking the Kool-Aid and getting waterlogged, what is going to be the strength and weakness of this football team?
Well, I think
trying to look at it objectively and not just say that, hey, we're going to be good at this position, because it's not going to shake out like all that for this unit, for every unit on this football team. It's just not.
Well, I think you'd point in whole, if you're looking at offense, defense, special teams, don't you feel like the defense, I know they got a lot of transfer players, but they got a lot of experience out there as well. And you got players like Cam Ball we've been talking about throughout the morning, fifth-year guy. I would think if you had to pick and just start broad strokes here, offense or defense, wouldn't you lean – aren't there fewer question marks on the defensive side of the ball? You got players like Sorey. You've got Cam Ball, as we mentioned. You've got players that have been in the system and understand. They feel good about, all three levels. I think if you broke it down just, questions that have been answered to this point, I feel better about my defense.
If I was going to segment it out to position groups and say this for this, I think quarterback is the easy strength to lean on. I would say offense is more, but you can't say, I just can't get in line of thinking that wide receivers is going to be a strength for this football team. So I'll say that's a weakness. Defense-wise, linebackers is your strength. I would say both the back end and your defensive line are going to be weaknesses relative to the linebackers. And then I know people are really excited about Starzik, the young freshman, the phenom, number one kicker in the country. But it's one thing to kick him in practice. It's another thing to kick him in a game. So Bale's going to be your strength. We know what he can do on a football field, punting the football. And I hope it's not a weakness. But I at least want to see a kicker actually do something in a monumental game this season before I'm willing to award him and say that, man, this kid's going to be like Cam Little when he gets on camp. Cam had to earn that right, not just to be a Jacksonville Jaguar, but to kick some crucial kicks for Arkansas here.
I'd agree with that assessment there. I think defense is ahead of the offense, which is not uncommon at this point in the storylines. But I think just coming into the season, what we've been talking about all talking season is the defense. There is more confidence in the defense. And I agree with you. When you look at Dix, you look at Sorey, and you look at the group of linebackers, I do think that is the best of the three units. But I don't think just because they're ahead of the secondary or the line, that means the line in the secondary is not going to be good this year either. I do agree, though, that the linebackers might be the best unit on the team.
Yeah, it's not. It's not close. Like the quarterback.
Well, it's
position,
not wide receivers.
Yeah,
it's not tight ends. Although they're very high on the tight ends. Offensive line's unproven. You feel good about your starting quarterback, but quarterback's only as good as what's around him. So and running backs is probably after linebackers, and if you want to put quarterback there because of Taylor Green, running backs. With Washington, with Russ, I think running backs might be your next best unit.
Russell didn't have a good spring. Apparently, he's having a better fall. I know we remember the Tennessee game at the end, the Mississippi State game. I want to see what he can do as the rock solid number two. He didn't get a lot of carries at the end of last year either, which I thought was interesting. People were asking about his health and everything else, but drinking the Kool-Aid on some stuff, not drinking it on others for this football team that, again, gets going in 15 days. We got college football next week, Farmageddon across the pond in Dublin, Ireland, and then after that, true week one.
Well, the biggest thing in college football going on, and football, is the football trip of a lifetime. We'll give it away tomorrow. The food eating universe will be focused on the Hardee's location in Fort Smith tomorrow. Come by. We've got one of the cool things that Dwayne Faber came up with years ago. This is our 20th anniversary. And we've been doing the high school portion of this where Fort Smith, Northside, Southside, Van Buren, Greenwood, Alma all send a player. Hardee's is kind enough to donate a meal to each of those schools to feed an entire team once throughout the year. We give the winning team $400 and a trophy. That's as much fun as anything we'll do tomorrow. Now, the serious business is the triple giveaway, but be here, a little after 1. All that's going to start around 1:30, and then we'll give away the football trip of a lifetime, and it's going to be a big day tomorrow. We're still going to be here at Hardee's for a little while today. $1.49 sausage biscuits. They'll be cranking up lunch soon, but if you don't know, if you haven't been to Hardee's in a while, they do biscuits all the way till noon now. So if you're having a late lunch or, hey, Hardee's biscuits are just that good, we know that, you can get one all the way till noontime today. So come by and get one of those $1.49 sausage biscuits only here at Hardee's.
SEC updates next. We also got Tay Lockett, newest Arkansas commit, coming up in 2026. In just a sec.
All right, brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. Top quality aggregates just a phone call away, whether it's great rock or riprap, or maybe you need sand and things to fill in and get ready to pour a foundation level something out. Asphalt and ready-mix concrete, all just a call away. And whether it's a small residential project or a large-scale commercial job, APAC has you covered. Plus, they got construction consultant services to ensure you're on the right track every step of the way. 479-587-3300 is the number. For all your rock, asphalt, and ready-mix needs, it's APAC and Standard Materials Group, 479-587-3300.
You only got about an hour and 45 minutes less of those $1.49 sausage biscuits. Take advantage. The Morning Rush rolls on next here on a Football Friday.
You're in the middle of Football Friday on the Morning Rush, presented by QC Kinetics. Get real lasting relief from chronic joint pain. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
East Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
Hey, it's Colton Little. Been trying to kill a little bit of time at work, so I logged on to MyBookie, and as the clock has ticked by, I've already made money, and I've already had a good time. They've got tons of great stuff on there. I'm talking about blackjack, roulette, live dealers, poker, and a full lineup of slots. They didn't make me download an app. All I had to do was just log in, made a quick deposit, and then I was playing games and winning money. If you're thinking about checking out MyBookie, you should have done it yesterday. Use the promo code HOGS, and they'll toss you a nice deposit match of up to $1,000. And now you can bet on the Hogs all season long with MyBookie.
Friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
The Crane Automotive team has 16 locations across Arkansas and is home to the Crane Commitment. You'll find Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and access to thousands of pre-owned vehicles. Vehicles for every lifestyle and every budget. Even if you're not in the market for a vehicle, the Crane Team Service Centers offer the latest in vehicle diagnostic technology and certified technicians to take care of your vehicle and get you back on the road. Check them out at craneteam.com. The Ruskin and Zach studios are driven by the Crane Automotive team.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about the tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hogs have finally held the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
My hunch on Gruden, Connor, is that look, there's 136 of these Division I FBS jobs, right? It's a Star Wars bar, right? You go from Miami to Seattle, from Phoenix to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, right in your neighborhood, Connor. Like there's a lot in between, right? Marshalls and Western Kentucky's and Arkansas States. I think John Gruden could land somewhere amid that. I would not project him to go to the SEC. I will be amused if
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. I think there's just better college coaches available than John Gruden.
That was ESPN college football insider Pete Thamel giving his thought on John Gruden eventually landing the coaching position. He speculates it's going to be outside of this league.
So he said mid-major, and he mentioned Arkansas State, that kind of job. How would you feel? I mean, I don't know that a lot of you'd sign up for John Gruden being your coach in Fayetteville, but how would it make you feel if he was the head coach in Jonesboro?
We talk about Jonesboro a little more than we've had the last 7 years that I've been here.
I mean, would it make in-state recruiting and regional recruiting a little more interesting? A-State would certainly be on the map in our state more than they've ever been before. So, I don't know how many Razorback fans would be in favor of Gruden landing a job like that. Butch Jones has been up there. I only think we felt a blip on the radar with that. And they've had a lot of good coaches, but none have stayed long enough for it to be, really a concern for anything going on in Fayetteville.
Yeah, because I know Gus.
I don't know that he would either, but he would certainly garner attention. That's for sure.
Help me on this. Was Hugh Freeze ever at Arkansas State, or am I okay? That's what I thought. I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting the year. Was he under? Gus Malzahn? I'm forgetting the timeline because I wanted to bridge this.
Before Liberty, wasn't it?
Okay,
Let me look this up.
I want to bridge this and do a Hugh Freeze conversation because there's clips out there. Some of you have seen, some of you haven't. Freeze is mad at Jackson Arnold for not throwing a football during a drill and going nuts, and people were making way too big a deal out of that. I guarantee
2010 season.
Okay, guarantee
2010, he was the OC in 10 and head coach in 11.
Okay,
and then he went to Ole Miss.
And then he left because Malzahn.
Ole Miss to Liberty.
Malzahn came, I believe, in 12, if I remember that right, and then went to Auburn in 2013. But the reason I bring up Hugh Freeze is because I don't know if you've seen this thing from Justin Hokanson, who covers the Tigers there, Tommy. But we spoke with Derek Nix and Ken Austin yesterday. Nix handles the first down strategy play calling. Austin handles the third down strategy play calling. And Nix said of Hugh Freeze, head coach has the authority to overrule anything we say and do. That sounds very like the Chad Morris. You remember what the quote from Chad Morris? It's like, everyone gets a vote, and I get one more than all of them, or something like that. But this is at least people are making it out to be that Auburn's offense is going to struggle under Hugh Freeze once again. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I do find it interesting that he's hinging all his bets on a kid that loved to turn over the football last year, Norman. That was their problem last year with the offense, and now he's betting his entire coaching career in the SEC that this kid's not going to do that in Jackson Arnold this fall.
Yeah, and I was looking for, I'm going to see if I can find it here on the fly, but it was some FPI numbers, Football Power Index numbers, and odds of being in the playoff, odds of winning the national championship, those type of odds. And the point I'm making here, I don't have the exact numbers here at my ready, but Auburn was much better in a much better spot from an odds standpoint than Arkansas, than Mississippi State, than some of these other schools that we try to quickly put them in the conversation. Now, those are betting lines. They're not realities, but, they don't build those big buildings for no reason. Seems like at least that set of odds makers, and I know that's an FPI. I've seen some of the Vegas numbers, too, and BetSarus and places like that Auburn's odds of an SEC title or things of that nature are greater than some of the other schools we want to lump them into in the same conversation.
To me, I think the over-unders this year, that if you were going to bet on one, I would bet on LSU's and Missouri's. I think this Auburn thing has a chance to blow up early, especially if they lose that Friday night game week 1 in Waco. That is they're part of the schedule. I'll pull it up real quick, but their part of the schedule initially is not easy. I think they're playing Georgia within 4 weeks of the season, so really curious to see how Auburn does under Hugh Freeze this year. Keeping your SEC update going, Tommy, I know you'll have watched this. This is kind of interesting. So Taylon Green is one of 27 quarterbacks on the Manning Awards watch list. You know who's not on that 27?
Who's that?
Arch.
Huh.
They don't have – I just thought that was kind of interesting that he's not on that list. And then doesn't sound like Fox is going to go with ESPN on a college football red zone. We talked about that last week. I would love to have SEC red zone where I could watch different SEC games, and it just automatically flips to the game that is a potential touchdown or something in the red zone. But I don't know if Fox is going to team up with ESPN on this possibility, it looks like, at least reportedly.
We need a college red zone. I mean, we don't have it enough in baseball, what they call whip-around coverage or whatever that they do.
Bases loaded.
Yeah. We need more of that type of stuff for the ADD challenged in the world like me. So
you can't really do it in basketball. You just put it on a couple different TVs or you quad box it with the NCAA tournament. But, yeah, I would be in favor of that.
Yeah, so we'll take I think that's eventually coming, though, because that means more money for someone somewhere else in the college game. All right, that's your SEC update. It's brought to you by our friends at Pradco and LureNet.com. If you're looking for a way to get your favorite lures from Pradco, they're available at a click of a button. LureNet.com not only has brands such as Rebel, Yum, and Booyah, but they also got exclusive deals and baits you won't find anywhere else from all your favorite brands. So free shipping's available on all U.S. orders over $35. So treat yourself and your buddies to some tackle box treasures this weekend. Check it all out at lurenet.com.
Arkansas commit Tay Lockett's going to join us. He's a new addition at Conway High School under Buck James. We'll get a chance to talk with him. He's been committed to the Razorbacks for a while, so he'll join us next segment. Tommy, today, on this day back in 1998, Apple introduced the iMac. Are you a Mac or PC guy?
Oh, PC guy.
See, me too. I like the iPad and I like the iPhone. I prefer that over the Android. and whatever device that different companies make that's similar to an iPad. But I can't get in line with the Mac. I never have and I never will.
They're like me, they're too expensive.
Yeah, like that area is obviously one that kind of pushes me away. But I just don't like them. Never liked them. Always loved the iPhone over the Android and any other phone I've had.
Isn't that almost a deal breaker in a friendship or a relationship?
Green text?
Man, when you get in there, and particularly in a group text, then that green bubble shows up. It's like, we really may have to remove you from this group text. That's almost a deal breaker, right?
Yeah, it is. I think
you didn't convince me.
Well, I was texting actually someone that has an iPhone. I don't. It doesn't bother me. I message. It's easier, like you're saying, but I mean, you're not going to tell your friend that, hey, you can't be in the group text if you don't have an iPhone.
Close though, isn't it? Pretty close. You're treading on thin ice when you throw that green bubble up. So, hey, Labor Day weekend. We're just a few weekends out from that. Two weekends from. I guess today it would be when the holiday weekend would start. I don't know what you got planned for Labor Day, whether it's a pool party or a backyard barbecue. Maybe you're going down to Ouachita or Bull Shoals or somewhere for the Labor Day weekend. It's been a traditional time for family and friends to get together, but sadly, the Labor Day holiday has turned into one of the deadliest times with drunk drivers endangering themselves and others. We all know it's not legal to drive with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or higher. If you do and you're caught, the consequences are severe. Not only do you lose your license, that's just where it begins. You go to jail, you pay court costs, attorney's fees, and fines that could cost you thousands of dollars, probably tens of thousands of dollars. Plus, you got to get that ignition interlock, blowing a tube to start your car. It's no fun at all, and you have to pay for that as well. So, hey, point is, enjoy the holiday weekend, enjoy the football, but drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Arkansas State Police. So, last weekend with no football. I mean, we kind of look forward to it. I mean, kids are back in school. We're about to get into a routine, and, man, I'm loving it. Next weekend, Iowa State, Kansas State. We got a lot of football ahead. Next weekend's not even – I wouldn't even call it the appetizers. It's the bar nuts, so to speak. You sit down at the bar to have a drink before you even get to your table. We're having the snack mix at the bar next weekend. That's what we got. So looking forward to that. Hey, maybe this is the last weekend you got. Might not be too late to call Gaston's. Get in up there. I was just talking about Labor Day there a minute ago with the state police. That might be the place to go and spend that Labor Day weekend. If you're not going to go to Fayetteville, or maybe when you're done in Fayetteville, spend a couple of nights on the White River at Gaston's. 870-431-5202. And depending on what part of the state you're coming from, you could go to Gaston's, run over for the game, and run back and make that kind of home base for the weekend. 870-431-5202. Great fishing. Outstanding guides like our buddy Sean White. He called in yesterday, wanted to talk some football, but he is one of their primo guides over there. And the fishing's really good right now below the Bull Shoals Dam. So take advantage before it's all said and done. Well, it's never all said and done. There's always a chance, but now's the time before summer's all said and done. Maybe that's the way to put it. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time. Every time.
You're in the middle of Football Friday on the Morning Rush, presented by QC Kinetics. Get real lasting relief from chronic joint pain.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Hey, this is Arkansas pitcher Gabe Gacko, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
He struck him out swinging on a breaking ball. Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Evan Cohen here. We all know breakfast is an important part of your day. But when you're traveling for work and your hotel doesn't offer any, you're forced to make do with peanuts and an energy bar as you sprint off to your shift. But if you book a room at La Quinta by Wyndham, you can enjoy their free Bright Side breakfast featuring delicious baked goods, fruit, eggs, yogurt, and waffles. They refuse to let you go to work hungry and aim to send you off fueled up. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow you shine. Book direct at LQ.com.
If it rumbles, roars, or needs a little more power, take it to Exhausted Muffler and Motorsports in Clarksville. From muffler and catalytic converter repair to full custom exhaust systems, they've got you covered. Need welding or mobile welding along with equipment repair? They do that too. Custom fabrication done right. Located at 215 East Taylor Road. For performance, precision, and power, it's Exhausted Muffler and Motorsports. Call today at 479-214-2729 or stop by today.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Agent Jeff Clark in Fort Smith or Agent Brad Howe in Van Buren.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
We're getting a chance to talk with 2026 Arkansas commit Tay Lockett, newest Conway Wampus cat. I know Coach Buck James is excited about that. He's been committed to the Razorbacks a while. Recently announced that he's coming here to Arkansas to play his senior season. We'll chat with him coming up in a bit, Tommy.
Hey, brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions. They have a location in Salisaw and in Fort Smith, and they handle all family law matters. Jackie, in fact, has 13 years of experience, including car wrecks, slip and fall cases, dog bite cases, contract law. If you need help with a will or some estate planning, they do all aspects of it. 479-769-1505. Here's what separates Jackie. Not only is she someone that's compassionate and cares about your situation, will go to work to be your advocate, but they understand that you don't have a $5,000 retainer to sign a check over and get started. So they'll go to work under some different arrangements. They'll let you understand that, hey, we're going to have a flat fee, so you know what it's going to cost, low down payments, and then payment plans that make sense for you as well. Go to mocklegalsolutions.com. That's mocklegalsolutions.com, or call 479-769-1505.
So it's not always to transfer high schools your senior year, but that's exactly what Tay's doing. Tay, I would imagine that you've met some of your teammates already and Coach James. What's it going to be like Monday when you meet the rest of Conway's class of 2026, man?
First and foremost, I just want to thank God for the opportunity to just be out here. But I'm just super excited for the new journey, I love Arkansas with my whole heart, so I'm just excited to meet the rest of the class of 2026, and I'm excited to play football for Coach Buck James.
Yeah. Hey, well, thanks for taking some time for us this morning. Help our audience understand the connection, because I know you got family here, and it's not every day someone moves halfway across the country to get closer to the college they're committed to, at least, and draw the picture for us here. Help us understand why Arkansas and what those roots look like for you.
Yes, sir. So I have everything you could think of lives out in Arkansas. Like for me, my granny, my grandpa, my aunties, uncles, cousins. So I have everything out here in Arkansas. But the University of Arkansas, just the relationships with Coach Woodson, Coach Travis Williams, and Coach Sam Pittman. They're just great overall guys, and I see the direction the program is going in. So, I just put my trust in them at the end of the day.
Yeah. So you mentioned all the family you have here. I guess how did to draw the picture back? California, how'd you get there? And obviously we know why you've come back to Arkansas here.
I have an older brother who's actually 21 years old. He goes by Aiden Lockie. He plays basketball down in California. He's in college. But my dad and mom, they had my brother out in Florida, and then Hurricane Katrina happened. They moved to California for the military. My pops was in the military, so they moved out to California, and then that's where I was born, and I lived in California my whole entire life. So it's a little new out here in Arkansas, but I love it.
What I mean, you've obviously visited here, spent time on campus, but what are the biggest culture shocks or the biggest biggest changes day to day? Other than it's hot and muggy here, what do you miss about California? What are you glad to not have any more of? Maybe it's that traffic out there.
Oh, definitely. The traffic is horrible, but I feel like there's nothing like I don't love about Arkansas. Like everything just like makes it whole. Like everybody is so welcoming. The food is great. The people are amazing. You know what I mean? Like it's hot, but it's not nothing you can't get over. So there is no complaints for me at the end of the day. I really enjoy this place.
Newest Conway Wampus cat, Tay Lockett, 2026 Arkansas commit, was in California. Now he's back here in Arkansas here on the Morning Rush. Tay, what games are you going to make it up to Fayetteville this fall? I know you've got a high school schedule to worry about, but what games are you going to attend in Fayetteville at Razorback Stadium this fall?
A game that's locked in most definitely is Notre Dame. That's 100% guaranteed, and I believe I'll be going to the first game out in Little Rock. But I'm going to try to hit every game. I support the Hogs whole and whole, so I'll be trying to attend every home game.
Tay, you've been very vocal on social media for a while now. I can't remember how long you've been committed for it seems like a couple years now to this Arkansas program and Sam Pittman. You kind of mentioned how strongly you felt about where this program is is headed. For our audience, why are you so steadfast in the idea that this is the right place for you and other guys that are committed in the class of 2026?
So I actually had met T. Will and Coach Woodson and Coach Pittman after the first season. Coach T. Will and Woodson had first got here. That was they played the fall season, and then I came in the spring on my first ever visit. I think it was a junior day. Matter of fact, they had KJ Bolden out there. He actually plays for safety for Georgia right now, but KJ Bolden was out there. It was a lot of guys out there, but that told me everything I needed to know. You know, obviously we didn't get KJ Bolden, but to me that was like, cool. Shoot, I can be the difference maker. You know, I'll be the one to set the trend, and hopefully I could bring in a lot more guys. But Coach Woodson and Coach T. Will, they changed. Obviously, it takes a whole, you know, obviously it's the whole defensive staff, but just Coach T. Will, as one, he just brings a different kind of juice to the game, you know, and as a defender, you need a coach like that who coaches with a lot of passion and a lot of fire, and he brings that. But my first time visiting, you know, they pulled up some statistics, and, you know, numbers don't lie. You know, when men, women, like all those things lie, but numbers, they don't lie. And they done changed the program around defensively, you know, and at the end of the day, my job is on the defensive side of the ball. But man, they had flipped it. They were like 100 and something, and I think they had went down to like 40 something. You know, that told me everything I needed to know. This program is going in the right direction, and so, you know, that's just something I want to keep building. You know, and at the end of the day, I feel like the state, you know, they deserve to see the University of Arkansas win games, and I genuinely think the University of Arkansas will win games.
So, Tay, you mentioned the Notre Dame game. I know there's tons of fans listening that are pumped for that. First time you get the Fighting Irish in Fayetteville. Maybe kind of take us through what that's like as a prospective player and a guy that's committed. Obviously, you've got a game the night before, I believe, and you get up there as early as you can on Saturday mornings because it's an 11 a.m. game. What does that look like day of the game for you and the other commits and signees heading to Fayetteville?
Like you said, it's just an early morning. You know, I'm sure everybody will get up there nice and early. They'll probably give us some breakfast, you know, and then sure we gonna sit there and talk to the coaches, go on the field, watch the little pre-warm up. But at the end of the day, I feel like everybody got the same mindset. Whether, you know, at least all the commits, I know at the end of the day in the class of 2026, we all got the mindset of we just want to come in and be able to help the program win at the end of the day. So I feel like when we watching the game, we know, like, you know, it's football. You know, passes are gonna get caught. You know, runs are gonna be had. Like, it's the game of football. But, you know, we feel like at the end of the day, as long as we supporting our guys who out there, like, true, you know, we even though we not technically on the team, we still try and make it like we one family at the end of the day. So
future teammates,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. We just, even though we're in the stands during the game, we still out there supporting our guys because we know, like, this game is a team effort. So
yeah. So tell me about what, you know, I don't give me the timeline here on how immersed you are at Conway. I know the move has been happening, but you know, one of the legendary coaches in Arkansas, you know, moved to Conway himself a couple of years ago, and Buck James. What do you know, why that program? I'm sure those family ties that you mentioned had something to do with that as well.
Oh yes, sir, most definitely. Like I said, you know, I got a lot of family out here. They all stay in the Conway, like, Little Rock area ish.
Okay.
At least from my knowledge. But nah, just, you know, it just made the most sense. You know, it wasn't like for me, it was just about being in the state of Arkansas, you know, being able to meet the people in Central Arkansas, you know, build a relationship with the community of Central Arkansas, because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to be in Northwest Arkansas. So, you know, I wanted to be able to have a connection, like, with the whole state. So that was the honest reason, to be honest, you know. And then, you know, just being able to play for Coach James and Coach Ellis, you know, he's a young DC, but he reminds me a lot of T. Will. He has a lot of, like, passion and fire for the game. he played college ball at Arkansas State, so he's one who has played at a high level. So he knows exactly what he's talking about, and I'm just really excited.
Tay, before we let you go, you mentioned a recruiting visit you had with KJ Bolden, who's in Athens. I think there's 27 guys committed, 26 other guys committed with you in this class of 2026. Or is that something you're going to be actively doing here these next few months, or when you get to campus, just trying to pitch guys on the idea of what you just sold us on Arkansas?
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, a player like me, I've never been the type to really get caught up in the logo. There's a lot of kids that's out here chasing, super high-profile schools, and they go there and they sit for 2 to 3 years, and then they want to transfer out, and you're stuck in a place you never thought you would end up at. So I just try to tell kids, like, this is an opportunity, that a lot of kids pass up on because we're caught chasing a logo, when this logo means something to the whole state. This is bigger than just a school or, just yourself or your family. This is something the whole state wants to see you succeed at the end of the day, and if you have the whole state behind you, I feel like that's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you want to come here?
Well, Tay Lockett, his newest addition to Conway Wampus Cats, class of 2026, Arkansas commit, two-time Max Preps All-American. You can tell Razorback is running through his DNA and blood. Tay, appreciate you joining us this morning, man. Enjoy high school next week, senior year, and good luck to the Wampus Cats, you and Coach James this season, okay, buddy?
Yes, sir. I really appreciate you guys. Love y'all, Arkansas Nation.
It takes some guts to transfer your senior year. I mean, that's especially to go and not just transfer from California to another high school in California, but go clear across the country. I know he's got family here that he alluded to, but something.
And then try to really just be there more or less a semester.
Yeah, good point. I bet he'll enroll in spring. I didn't ask him that.
Try to be an early enrollee. That would we should follow it up on that, but I'm certain that's his plan to come here. So you got to get all that in line as well. So good to hear from Tay there this morning. Good get by you getting him to join us here on the Morning Rush. We're live at Hardee's. Come by and have lunch. You're starting to roll out lunch here pretty soon. You get that new barbecue pulled pork burger that you can get, the Frisco burger. They got that, or the Monster Burger that we've been talking about for $3.50 here at Hardee's, and still time for breakfast as well. Football Friday is always brought to you by QC Kinetics, the nation's leader. They can help you in knee, hip, shoulder pain. If you got joint pain that won't go away, QC Kinetics has advanced regenerative medicines and they're the leader in regenerative medicine to help your body heal itself. They helped me with my shoulder when it hurt, and I avoided surgery, drugs, and downtime, and being away from the things I love. QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. They're right here in Northwest Arkansas, 999-1234. For QC Kinetics. It's
been a good day here at Hardee's, and it continues for about another hour if you want to take advantage of the $1.49 sausage biscuits. Make sure to do that. Again, tomorrow we are going to be here for the Football Trip of a Lifetime contest. Crazy, it's been 2 decades of this, giving it away again in Las Vegas for the Raiders and the Cowboys. For Tommy, for Big C, I'm Ty. Halftime with Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Big C is next.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?